Hello, and welcome to another rendition of Math is Easy Step by Step. In this particular problem, we're going to be finding the distance or length of diagonals. So I'd like you to check out the rectangle P, Q, R, and S. Each letter represents a vertex or vertice or ordered pair plot point. Right, and that's shown here below on an X and Y, I should say X and Y coordinate plane. All right, and a diagonal we're going to either find from point P to point R or point S to point Q. And I've tried to color coordinate them for you. Now understand, each of these vertices has an ordered pair of X. So let's look at S. They also have an ordered pair value of Y. Let's take a look at S. S is 2 on the X, and 2 on the Y. So 2 for X, 2 for Y. So this point will be labeled 2, 2. Let's take a look at P. P is at 2 on X, and we go up the Y-axis, and it's 6 on the Y. So this plot point for P is 2 for X, 6 for Y. Let's take a look at R vertice or ordered pair. Starting at 0, 0, we go along the x-axis. You can find here point R is at 8 on the x-axis. On the y-axis, we're at 2. So 8 for x, 2 for y. That would be my ordered pair here for R. And Q, go down, we start at 0, 0, the origin. We go over to 8 on the x-axis. So Q has a value of x equals 8. Y is 6. So for this plot point for Q, we got x is 8, y is 6. And that's going to come into play in part 2 and part 3 of this video. Let's go ahead and take a look at the actual question. Okay, so what is the length? Follow along with me here. What is the length of the diagonal PR of the rectangle? So from point P to point R, that is a diagonal, and they want to know what is the length. You have A, 20 units. I'm sorry, square root of 20 units. Now, I do want to point out square roots can be plus and minus, but when you're working with a measurement of length, it's not going to be a negative value. So this is a positive square root of 20 units. B, 52 units. C, 20 units. Or D, square root of 52 units. Or E, 10 units. Units being feet, inches, miles, meter, whatever we're looking at, represented by units. So let me just point out here, as a test-taking strategy, and I like to give test-taking strategies if it be possible. Right now, you can't not technically eliminate any of the A, B, C, D, and E's as a test-taking strategy. But what you can do is take a look at these options. You got square root of 20 versus 20. You got 52 versus the square root of 52. And then you got what's called an outlier, 10 units. There's no other options involving 10 units. So most likely, and this is a guess, most likely the answer is not going to be E, 10 units. So you can narrow it down to 4 if you're just going to guess, if you have to guess. And there is no crime in guessing with these multiple question or value answers, A through E. Now what I'd like to show you here, and of course you can stop, pause the video at any time and take down this information. I can't sit here and go over this for too long, but line segment PS is 4 units, and you'll see on the next 2 videos how I label line segment PS 4 units. Line segment PQ, and that's what this means with the little line over it. Line segment PQ is 6 units. Line segment RS is 6 units. Line segment RQ is 4 units. Plot points S, Q, P, and R we already spoke about. I'm just writing these visual down for you, X and Y values at each of these ordered pairs or vertices, as I mentioned earlier. Now, this is going to be super, super important. Really, there are 2 ways to solve the problem, and please stick with me with part 2. One of the ways is using Pythagorean's theorem. I may not be saying that or pronouncing it correctly, but I will show you a little bit further in the next 2 videos. And then the other way to solve this problem and find the correct answer is using these ordered pairs and following the distance formula. I'm going to show you both in the hopes that this is going to make life a lot easier for you in solving these type of problems. Please forgive me, there's a lot of shaking going on in this video. I am working towards possibly earning through your gifts, stars, options and ways to upgrade my video to a high definition camera video, and of course replenish my papers and pens. And so if I've helped you, please help me to help others. Bring more of these test question videos to you and others through your donations. Thank you for your time. Math is easy. Take it step by step. Stick around for part 2 video and part 3 video. Hey, if you like these videos, go ahead and like them and submit or add them to your channel. Thank you so much for your time.